Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing? How's everyone enjoying the weather? Everyone enjoying the weather? Oh, it's gonna be awkward. How's everyone doing? Enjoying the weather? It's nice and... I know in some places it's a little warm, but it's not that warm up here. Good, good? We're all good? We're all good? We're all good? We're all good? Everyone good? What am I gonna print? Well, we're doing a test today to see that if you print in sub-zero temperatures, if your printer actually performs better, right? Because, you know, cooling is better for printing. So today we're testing out if you print in the Arctic, if your prints come out better, if you do you need additional cooling or not? I'm joking with you. I was just outside. It's not that cold in here. It's only 15 Celsius in here. It's actually not too bad. I was just out and about before stream went live. Although it is a little cold. It do be a little chilly out. It do be a little chilly out, but it's not that cold. Put this over here. It was 6 degrees Celsius this morning when I was out in the garage, but I turned the heater on. The heater's doing its thing. It is chilly on the other side of the garage. Where I'm at right now, it's not too bad. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Arctic stream, let's go. I've been to the Arctic. I don't ever want to go there again. I'm good. I'm good not going to the Arctic again. I'm good with that. I've done it once. Done it, you know, you got to do everything once to say you've done it. I've done it. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to do it again. Cooler than snow. We don't have any snow here. This is the part that's annoying me. We've had, it's like -10 in the morning right now, like Celsius. So the mornings have been chilly, but we haven't gotten any snow so far. And it's getting to the point where it's like, it's winter. We're almost halfway through January, and we've yet to get any substantial snow up here. Like, we've gotten a dusting, and that's it. So. Yesterday we did a member stream, so we're just cleaning up a little bit from that before we get started. In terms of Fallout stuff, you guys, the Ripper's done, but yesterday we got this guy working. So this is the, it's gonna go with the power armor, the AEP7 las pistol, and guess what? Pew, 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 pew. So we did that. So that works now. So it's not done, it still needs a bunch of work on it, but it's functional. As far as functional as a prop goes. No snow removal infrastructure. That sucks. Climate change is a thing. You're gonna have to like start dealing with it. It's like we gotta deal with hotter summers up here and drier but windier winters. Have a laser, right? Yeah, it was supposed to have a laser in it, but I changed it. I did two things on this. I'll talk about it in the video. There will be a video on this. But in the original design for this, there's supposed to be like a knob on the back that you turn the laser on and off. Whereas I modified the file, so now the trigger actually works. So there's a functioning trigger in it. It just springs in a limit switch, nothing fancy. And then this is just an LED. This is just an LED. Although, this is what's really cool. Are you ready? It's a good thing we got VATS mode enabled. Ready? Okay. The batteries are out. How do I change the batteries in this? Ready? Power cell. These are 3 AAAs. And then put it back in. Voila. Reloaded. I had to make battery contacts for it and everything, but I'm in Florida. Can I have less heat and hurricanes? I mean, Florida has a lot of stuff not going for it. I think you need like a redo. You need a mulligan. You need to re-roll your stats again, Florida. You need to re-roll your stats. Yeah, I know like the Midwest of the US, or the Midwest, okay, what do you call, okay, so I know the US is divided into like longitudinal stuff. You have the East Coast, you have the West Coast, you got the Midwest, you got the Rockies. Is there a There's the south and the north, but is there like a name for the middle belt? Or middle belt? Is it middle belt? Rust belt? Middle belt? I know that area is getting a bunch of snow, like Kentucky and all that stuff. They're getting some not fun stuff. Great Plains. No, the Great Plains is a vertical thing, I think. Is it? I think it is. Dixie? Ohio mid. No, but Midwest is vertical, isn't it? Rust belt. Rust belt. Flyover states, yeah. Either way, there's like a strip of the U.S. that's getting a bunch of snow, I think, right now. Like Atlanta and whatnot. Why do I have so many wires? I got so many wires. Garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. So if you missed out on that stream, if you are a channel member or Patreon supporter, if you want to watch how we did the last pistol, we did that on a member stream yesterday. You can watch it, go on the Discord, join the Discord if you haven't joined the Discord, there's a link there. Somebody donate, did I forget to call it out? Andrew Rogers, $9.99 for the 2 can have our snow fund. For the 2 can have our snow fund. Okay. Two can have our snow. What does that mean? So what are we doing today? What are we doing today? Well, a few things. One, we're going to talk about Benchies. There's Benchy drama, right? Reset the clock. Another day in 3D printing drama has unfolded over the past little bit. Apparently the Benchy is now bad and evil and drama in regards to the Benchy. This is why we can't have nice things. What were you doing here? Garbage. It's not that bad. Actually, some new info has come out. I don't think it's as bad as everyone thought it would be, but yeah, Benchy, copyright, all the fun stuff that 3D printing people don't like dealing with, we might have to deal with. It do be how it is, though. It do be how it is, though. Upload it with a different. Did they upload it with a different CC? So, for those that don't know, everyone got angry at the Benchy. So what happened was, for those that don't know what the Benchy is, I'm not even going to bother explaining it. If you don't know what a Benchy is and you're watching this stream, hi, you're new. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe. I do 3D printing stuff and other stuff. Videos that I spend a lot of time on that don't do good. So I'm not, yeah. If you don't know what a Benchy is, you know what a Benchy. Look it up. But TLDR, the Benchy has always had the same copyright license. Okay. I was confused between copyright and trademark for a bit. I'll touch on it. But the Benchy has always had the same copyright license, which is CCNC, whatever it is. TLDR, you're allowed to redistribute it, but you can't modify it and redistribute it. Simple as that. And the company that owned the Benchy, so a guy designed the Benchy, he worked for a company. So I guess the company CT3D, I guess it is, owned the rights to the Benchy. And for the longest time, and it was the rule with Benchies, that you were not allowed to modify the file and redistribute it. That has always been the license attached to the Benchy. Yeah, Creative Commons non-distributing, or whatever it is, stands for. So this has, I've mentioned this on the stream many times over the years, that, hey, the Benchy, you are not allowed to modify the Benchy file and redistribute it. There have been contests put on by companies about making your own Benchy. I have a freaking Benchy on my hat. Like, only Benchies, like everyone's been playing around with Benchies like YOLO, Wild West. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, copyright. Apparently printables took down all the Benchies, the modified Benchies, and everyone's like, what the heck's going on? So people are like, well, there's new rights holders, maybe they put in a thing. And then apparently there's been some other stuff. So I got some stuff here. I have some tabs of stuff. So let me pour this up here. So we'll go through this. We'll go through this. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about today is what is going on with the Benchy? What is going on with the Benchy? So this is kind of what started it all, was a Reddit post. Okay. So FYI is sending lawyers to kill the fun because somebody, hey, question. So somebody had a model on printables
that was deleted. They had a glitchy Benchy model, and it's, hello, thanks for the question. Unfortunately, all Benchy 3D models will be removed in the coming days due to strict licensing requirement set by the original company, which prohibits blah, 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 blah. So TLDR, hey, oh, we have this thing that we can enforce. Let's enforce it. So everyone's like, what the heck's going on? So modified Benchy start getting taken down. That's no bueno. But then, update. Following this article's publication, this is like all 3DP. I'm not going to link to the site. I'm not a huge fan of the site, but I'll link the article. Prusa Research got in further touch. We are now in contact with NTI Group. NTI Group is the company or entity that bought CT3D, which if you don't know who they are, look at the bottom of a Benchy. It's those guys. They bought the company that owned the rights for Benchy, so they inherited the rights of the Benchy. Who identify themselves as the owner of the Benchy. Based on our conversation, they confirmed that they were not the ones reporting the issue. However, we must still act in accordance with the licensing rights. We are currently discussing the matter with them, and if they choose to permit remixes, blah, blah, blah. So essentially, bring up My Mini Factory. What's the My Mini Factory thing? If you can link it in the Discord, I'll pull it up. So essentially, what that says is, hey, so it actually wasn't those guys that told us to knock it off. However, you're still technically violating the license. So we're not going to allow it, because at the end of the day, all Benchy modifications are violating the license. Regardless if the company sends a cease and desist or not, they're still breaking the license. They're not going to, it's still, you have to treat it as such, okay? It's either you ignore it all or you follow the rules, Andrew Rogers. It's not like, very rarely do you see open source teams get lawyers together and start suing. As an open source community, the best thing we have against people breaking copyrights and companies cloning shit is just bitching them out on Twitter and Facebook and social media. That's like the only tool we really have. Nobody has the funds to go drag this through court. So it's one of those things. I don't know what the thing with 3D cults is. I'm not sure what it is, and I don't have a link for it. So, how am I wrong? What were you saying? Wait, what? Not gonna sue anyone. Creative Commons is not copyright. It's not protected in the same way. It's still a license. It is still a license attached to it, and you're supposed to abide by the license. So it might not be like, you know, copyright, because every country has different laws. Remember, yes, there's international laws, there's non-international laws, there's internal laws, blah, 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 blah. But if a 3D model has a, please do not distribute this model with modifications, we are, as a community, are supposed to follow the rules. Simple as that. So, yeah. So as of now, let me see if I can find it. So apparently there's like a new update where they like reissued it or something. Where, oh god, this is in Moonspeak. I can't speak Moonspeak. Where you find the Fadus hoodie? They sent it to me for Christmas. Are not the same. I'm not saying to buy, I'm just saying, yeah, it's Creative Commons. That's why I'm saying like the best use case we have for protecting stuff that we release under these licenses are essentially bitch at them in public, like call out companies for it. Like how many times do you see it in 3D printing? I mean, that's the only way Bamboo operates when it comes to fixing their defects and issues that people have with them, is people bitch them out and then they fix it. That's kind of the only tool we have as a community. When a company closes Voron, we bitch them out. When a company steals a model from a creator and uses it as part of a promotional thing, we bitch them out. That's like the only tool we have as an open source community, is just calling them out in public. Because most of us, you know, if you're part of an open source community, odds are you're not swimming in money and you can afford the lawyer fees. And believe me, they get expensive quick when you do. So, yeah. So this is all going on. A few companies, or not companies, but if you notice the 3D printing Discord, they have a Benchy in their logo. They changed it. They're no longer using a Benchy as part of their Discord logo. I'm honestly going to be changing the logo on my Discord, because my Discord uses a Benchy as part of it. It's the only Benchy's Discord. I'm going to be changing that up. So that's one thing I'm going to announce. We haven't done a contest in a while. We're doing a contest. You want a free hat off the merch store? Design a logo for the Discord. Put it in the Discord, and I'll set up a proper channel for it. But we're gonna do a logo contest for the Discord. So end of the month or whatever, we will put a new logo for the Discord, and whoever designs the logo that I like, and then I'll let you, the community, do the final vote, we'll get a free hat. Free hat! Yay! Maple Leaf Makers already exists. Well, that's fair. Like, I'm trying not to copy other people. I want to be my own thing. So yeah, so Benchy drama. So, oh yeah, and the actual 3D Benchy website is down. 3D Benchy. The actual website is down. You can't go there. But like the original file is still up. Like on Thingiverse, you can find all the modified Benchies. They still exist. But printables seems to be a little bit more on the ball when it comes to like licensing and takedowns. So let's see. So there are some modified Benchies still, but nothing crazy. Yeah, there's still some modified Benchies. New uploads. But yeah, a lot of the modified Benchies are down. A lot of them are not up. And then we have the low poly Benchy, which is its own thing. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Parent company, person themselves has a Benchy model on printables. Do they? Do they anymore? 3D Benchy. Most popular. I mean, but it's just the original Benchy. As long as it's not a modified version, you are allowed to share a Benchy file. You're not allowed to share the modified Benchy file. You're not allowed to take the file, modify it, and redistribute it. But as long as it's the original file, you can do that. So yeah, so somebody was saying, I can't find the source, but apparently like Benchies are okay again. What is this about? I'm in here. I would like to remind everything to keep things civil. We remove any comments. Oh God, people are complaining in the chat or in the comments on the Benchy file. But yeah, so as of now, I'm just gonna say abide by the license of the models. This is something we've always should have been doing in 3D printing, because, you know, for those that don't know, 3D printing has a big open source base. It has a big open source roots. If you're gonna take somebody's file and modify it and break the license that they distributed under, don't. If you want to, reach out to them. Sometimes you can get, you know, clearance to do it or whatever. But yeah, that's the thing. If basically we either all follow the rules or nobody follows the rules. And like the thing that annoyed me about the Benchy thing was like, it hasn't been enforced forever, and now all of a sudden it's being enforced. That, in my opinion, is what I like to call a dick move. I got trademark and copyright mixed up. It's trademark where if you don't defend it, you lose it. Copyright, you can selectively enforce it, apparently. But again, I'm not a lawyer and I'm not American, and I don't deal with international stuff like that. So yeah. So yeah, if you're a designer, follow the rules of the license. Simple as that. If you want to design your own like glitched out Benchy, you could do that still. You could still do that. You just have to design it from scratch. You can't just take the original Benchy and redesign it, or like take the STL and modify it and redo it. But you can design the Benchy. That's a blocky Benchy. If you designed it all by yourself, it's your own model. Okay? So just design whatever you want to design from scratch. But yeah. Didn't something come out where, yeah, Steve, it's a third party made the complaint apparently. But the thing is though, technically everyone's still breaking the license it would distribute under. So yeah, the original copyright holder isn't actually the one doing it, but everyone's still kind of breaking the rule. So like, what do we do? What do we do here? Do we agree? Do we just keep on trucking on? And like, well, we're gonna break these ones because they don't enforce it. So like, what happens when something gets released and it gets super popular? Like, I know designers, 3DP World, that what's her name? She does all the Flexi Dragons and whatnot. Cinderwings. Cinderwings, Chelsea. Like, I know people who do 3D model design, and nothing annoys them more than when people take their files and break the license on them, where they take the file, they modify it a bit. I know 3D World was having huge issues with frickin' Bamboo and Maker World, because another thing I can't stand is the gamification of STL sites, where you get points and rewards for uploading stuff and people downloading your stuff. Because literally all that encourages is people just to game the system. And Maker World literally doesn't give a crap. I'm calling you out, Bamboo, unfuck your shit. Where people literally take copywritten models that other people have to pay to get access to. They take those models and they like delete a facet, or they scale it 99%, and then they re-upload it to Maker World for free, but they get points, they get free shit, they get clout, and Maker World's like, well, it's a new file. It doesn't trip our system, so we're not gonna do anything about it. That's the thing that annoys the hell out of me, is when companies just let it happen because they make money off of it. Andrew, gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. It's the constant, yeah, with Voron. For those that don't know, Voron is released under the GPL v3 license. You can take Voron files and modify them and sell them. Voron license allows commercial and modification. The only thing is, if you take a Voron file and modify it, you have to release the source of your modified file. That's it. You just have to release the source. You have to go, yep, it has to be under the same license, and it has to be, you have to release the source, okay? So if I wanted to start Great White North 3D printers where I sell Vorons, I build and sell Vorons, you know, I make a few modifications to make them a little bit easier to manufacture for production line, right? All I have to do is on my website where you can buy the printer, I could go, here's a link to all the source, and everything that I've released is also under the same license. And I'm allowed to do that. But every day you see people modify a Voron file and then they upload it to like printables or Thingiverse or whatever, and it's not CCND or whatever the default file is, or the default license is. It's like, you have broken the license. Right then and there, you have broken the license. You are allowed to do what you do, you just have to release it under the GPL v3 license, because that's the rule. But people don't follow the rules, because the majority of people, let's be honest, let's be extremely honest, the majority of people in our community just don't give a crap. The majority of people in our community just don't give a crap. So what we have to do is bitch mode and complain on Twitter and social media and Facebook and YouTube and whatnot. It is what it is. So yeah. Get some crap for GPL infringement? I don't know, probably. I like Bamboo printers as a thing. They make a very good printer for the price. They are just extremely reactionary. I wish they were more proactive to a lot of the criticisms they get. Simple as that. They've basically built an entire company off of taking what open source people have developed over the years and then just monetizing it. Their slicer, I have their original slicer. When they sent me this machine, okay, the slicer that they sent to me via email was Bamboo Studio by Bamboo Research. And guess what? It still had contact info for Prusa in it, because they literally just put green paint on Prusa Slicer at first. It's changed a lot since then, and they have done improvements, don't get me wrong. But like, it's all based on open source stuff that's now locked down, except for their slicer because they couldn't lock it down. But everything in this machine is locked down. You have no control over it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And you know what you do? You just vote with your wallet. If you don't care about that, buy the machine. It's a great machine. But if you care about it, don't buy the machine. Simple as that. Potato, potato, tomato. It's your money. Spend it the way you want. I really appreciate the Prusa Slicer cinematic universe. It's always funny. It's like Prusa Slicer comes out with a new feature, then Bamboo clones it into their slicer, and then Orca Slicer takes it and puts the stuff that Bamboo took out to make it work in their slicer, to make it simpler for the Bamboo kiddies, and then they put back in the stuff that they took out. So Orca is basically Bamboo Studio with the stuff that Bamboo took out from Prusa Slicer, put back in. So if you wonder why I use Orca Slicer a lot, It's because it's basically better than Bamboo Studio in pretty much every way, because it takes the training wheels off it. It's kind of like how Super Slicer, hopefully, is Super Slicer back in development again? It's been a while since I checked on it. But Super Slicer for the longest time was Prusa Slicer with just more settings available. So, yeah, Prusa Slicer. Yeah, and that's how open source is supposed to work. You're supposed to take everything and make it all better. Not like, I'm not a huge fan of we took your idea, but we also took away a bunch of the ability of it so that it's simpler or something. Like, give me the settings. Put it behind a button that I have to click to enable them, but don't take stuff away from me. So, am I messing with Toasty today? No. I know, I gotta put the doors back on Toasty. No, we're working on this guy for a bit. We are working on the 3D Gloop printer for a bit, very shortly. I just got to swap a few parts out because I printed those parts that I was missing. And then I would like to get the VZBot out because I want to get the VZBot up and running again. So that's something we're going to have to do. So I guess first things first, we'll start with the 3D Gloop. So yeah, so that was my little, I hope I covered everything there with the Benchy. So TLDR, if a model is released under a license saying, please do not take my file, modify it, and redistribute it, follow the license. You know everyone else is doing it, follow the license. Be a good person, follow the rules. Okay, so let's get this back up because we got to swap a few parts out on this. Yep. And then we also might do some painting today, we'll see. I use Bamboo. I don't even have Bamboo Studio installed on this computer anymore. Am I getting? Apparently I'm getting some snow today, later this afternoon, but that's about it. Bob Ross, yeah, we might be painting. I got to do some painting on this guy. This is the, I talked about it at the very beginning of the stream. This is the AEP7 Westech Industries laser pistol. For Fallout 3. With the I like the Fallout 3 models for the weapons versus the Fallout 4 stuff. And it's going to go with the power armor I'm working on. But it's got a little light in it, and the trigger actually works. So there'll be a video on this. And hopefully you watch it more than the helmet video. There's a link in the chat saying new video. Everyone click that link right now and watch it. Put it in another tab and watch it later. But watch it, because that video is not doing good. And I am not... Oof. A little depressing. I'm probably going to move the video dates, by the way. I normally put out videos at Thursday at noon. For the most part, I've always put videos out Thursday at noon. That's like my regular release time. I might be moving that to like Sunday or something. Because the funny thing is, the majority of my audience is around Thursday at noon. That's one of my peak times. That's why I do it, because I'm like, I stream on Tuesday, I stream on Friday, I stream on Saturday. A lot of other people that do 3D printing stuff already release videos on Friday and Saturday. So I'm like, I'll do my own day. I'll release my stuff on a day that, you know, is different than everyone else. So Thursday at noon is what I use. And yeah. This one did not work out. I know it's not my regular content. I think that's what it is the fact that it's a cosplay video and not a 3D printer video. Hurt it. Hey, it's Tor, gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Needs a speaker for the laser sound. Maybe at some point. Out of Adam, Friday Fun Day, yep. And this year flew by. It did. It did. A/B test video release dates. I can't do that. I can only do A/B tests on thumbnails. Actually, I'm gonna take this whole front off. It'll be a little easier. Getting an electric hand screwdriver like this was the smartest thing I've ever done. I don't know. For the longest time, I avoided getting an electric screwdriver. Like, I have the little one. I got a little one here. But, like, getting one that can actually torque stuff. And now that I have one, I'm like, yeah, this is a smart idea. Oh, and also, a couple things. One, enter to win some POLYMAKER filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. We give away a spool of filament every stream from POLYMAKER. So go enter for that. And if you want to buy some, there's a link in the description, affiliate link. Doesn't cost you anything extra. Goes a long way in supporting the channel. And then also, tomorrow and Sunday, there is no stream on my channel this weekend. There will not be a Saturday night stream because tomorrow and Sunday, I am taking part in a charity stream with 1440 Makes. Steve will be there. Steve is cool. You guys like Steve. I'll be me and Steve will be on a stream tomorrow together. So tomorrow's stream is at noon EST, I believe, and then the Sunday stream I think is at like, I don't have the schedule with me on this computer. Either noon or 2 or something like that. It's slightly different. I'll add everyone in the Discord. If you want notifications, join the Discord and you'll get notifications for everything and whatnot. So I already watched many hours if you working on the power armor and didn't feel the need to watch more. I don't think so. I didn't really do a lot of the helmet stuff on streams. I did, actually maybe I did, I can't remember. Oh shit. Okay, are we good? Yep, we're good. You gotta remember to put it in its holder so it doesn't fall over. You know how holder almost fell over. It's simply for the fact that the way the YouTube algorithm works is when you put out a video, the first thing it does is it pushes the video to your most regular viewers. People that are subscribed to your channel and watch your videos, like watch every one of your videos. And then what it does is based on that reception, it goes from there. So what it'll do is it goes, oh shoot, not a lot of the regular viewers watched it, because they are your core audience. So when you put out something that's not what you normally do, your core audience tends to not always jump on it. So then it goes, okay, how does the video fare with people that are subscribed, but they don't watch all your videos, or they're not subscribed and they watch a lot of your videos? And it goes, okay, it's not getting good traction. We'll start testing it now. And it'll start putting it on your homepage. So like a good judge of like the way YouTube thinks what you like is just load up your YouTube homepage, and whatever it shows, this is what YouTube thinks you want to watch, right? So we got, ooh, a new folding ideas video. I'll watch that later. Starlink stuff, so SpaceX. We've got, you know, flight test RC stuff, some DJI stuff, Mega 64, LTT. I've been watching the Los Angeles stuff. So it's like, that's how it works. So now it's putting that video on people's home pages that it thinks it will like. And what you hope for is over the next couple days that the YouTube algorithm goes, okay, remember, this is all a black box AI algorithm. You have no idea how it works, but you're hoping it goes, okay, we found who this video is popular with. Let's push it to them. Oh, it's getting good reception with them. Okay, now let's start pushing it to them. So it has to basically find the new audience for you. That's kind of the downside whenever you try to do non-normal content on your channel, is sometimes it takes a bit for it to kind of find the right home for it. But once it does, that's a new audience, which is new viewers. So what you want to do is you want to try and get a new audience that's similar to your current audience. So in my case, hey, I do 3D printing stuff, but I'm using 3D printing stuff for cosplay and prop stuff, and I'm making stuff. So you get makers, you get cosplay people, and then, oh, they like 3D printing too, and you get that cross-pollination of ideas. So. Like, that's how it worked, for example, like BPS Space, okay? BPS Space, if you don't know, he does his own rocket stuff. And he came out with, he's been doing it for years, and I've known of him, but I've never really like watched the content regularly. And what happened was I binge watched a bunch of stuff on like Starship or something, and then YouTube's like, oh, you like rockets. Do you like guys that make rockets? And it started pushing his stuff to me, and I started watching it, and it's like, oh, new audience. That's how it works. There we go. Okay, that is much better. There we go. I had to swap out the this, and then I also have to put the new thing in the back. So let me get my heat set press out and do a little heat set pressing. Why is it the end of the Benchy and good evening? Salty, we spent the whole... Okay. TLDR, obey the license of the file you're using. But I spent the first, like, half hour of the stream talking about it, so... If you want, go back to the beginning of the stream and catch up at, like, double speed. But TLDR, people have been ignoring the Benchy license for years, and now it may actually be finally being enforced. It is what it is. It actually isn't the end of Benchy, it's the end of modified Benchies. So. Did I miss a donation? Did I miss one? Oh, Shane, $5. Cheers and appreciate it. Finally caught a live stream. Your 2.4 live assembly series a couple years ago was instrumental in helping me complete mine. Awesome, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah, Bodhi. Yeah, I've seen Bodhi. So the funny thing is, Benchy is a boat. So somebody made Bodhi, which is a torture, or it's like a testing bench, and it's called Bodhi. The thing is, though, the thing with the Benchy, there's a bunch of hidden things in the Benchy. There's calibrations built into the Benchy. I don't know if Bodhi has that. That's the thing. Bodhi just looks like somebody made a bench and called it a boat. Does it have like actual like measurements that you can take off of, or is it just an overhang test print? Because the thing is, the 3D Benchy has tests built into it. So if you want to make a new Benchy, it would have to have those same kind of tests built into it. And I don't think Bodhi has that. I think Bodhi is more of just a meme thing. Like, it's a good overhang test print. I'm not saying it's a bad model. It's not the same kind of print as the Benchy was. So. Did I turn it on? Yes. Go. My chat is set for top messenger, not all. That's on your end. On my end, it's set for live. Unless you're talking about the on-screen. The on-screen I can't control. The on-screen is whatever the access is. I can't change this. But the side chat, you control the side chat. Like on my side, I have it set for live chat. So if yours is saying top chat, you have to change that yourself. YouTube defaults to top chat. I have to change it every stream on my end. It's annoying as heck. I wish you could change it. You missed your milestone. Did I? Where is that? Oh, Down Maker. Super Slicer 2.7 alpha has been crazy, but done in private. Watch the website for beta soon. Nice. Nice. Yep, Vector 3D Cauliflower. Personally, a little biased. I like E3D's Buggy. That's a fun test model. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, the majority of these test prints, just do a calibration cube. A calibration cube pretty much does everything these test prints do, but betterer. Because they give you like instant feedback. Like the Voron, the Voron test cube has XYZ dimensional accuracy, overhang test, and ID test. Oop. Okay, that went right through. Has ID testing in it. Hopefully that holds. But yeah, the Voron cube has like the tests for the critical things you need to make a Voron. So you need to have XYZ accuracy and also make sure when you make a hole, your hole is accurate. That's why you have the bearing test with it. Where am I going to put this? Where I put this normally, I don't want to put something hot. Here, I'll just put it here. This sucks. I can't throw this out. This is what happens when you use the wrong type of glue on XPS foam, which I used in the boot for the power armor. And I can't throw this out until I film the video that I show why not to use the wrong glue. So I got to keep this. Put it in there for now. Okay, so how does this go together? Oh shoot, I got to put one more heat set. I missed a heat set. Hopefully you're still hot. Better still be hot. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nope, it's not hot anymore. Shoot. You miss anything? We talked about Benchies for a bit, and now I'm putting the parts on here that I had to reprint, and then we're moving on to something else after. We're doing a bunch of random stuff today. Good benchmark, chat. Go look up Benign? The 3-cycle engine that is meant to spin function after printing. The thing is, though, at the end of the day, all these print tests are mostly just slicer settings. Remember, a lot of this stuff is just slicer settings. The accuracy of your printer has way more to do with your slicer settings and, to an extent, your software settings, your configuration settings, than the actual printer itself. Which is why I find it so funny whenever I watch a printer reviewer and they review the printer based off of like how it prints, like in terms of like accuracy. It's like, oh, it like you could judge the profile, like the default profile can't print like Angus's like, you know, thing, the thing with all the different sizes to check. But if you were to go into the slicer setting and drop your flow rate from like 1 to 0.96, it would probably do much better. So how are you judging the printer on a slicer setting that's very easily changeable by the end user? Because everyone uses different filament too. So different filament will have different results. So how do you judge a printer that way? There is no standard. That's why I don't do printer reviews. You either spend so much time on it that you just get drowned in data, and then you have a long, boring video about talking points, or you do what everyone else does. Here's the printer, here's a Benchy, here's the affiliate link, buy it. So, come on. Are you on? You're on. Get in your hole. There we go. Yep, some filaments shrink more than others. Like there are so many variables. That's why I say 3D printing is an imperfect science. And if longtime viewers know, I'm very rarely do I give a hard answer for a lot of stuff. And it's because I can't. Especially like Vorons, for example. I always love when someone's like, I'll see in, you know, a comment thread or on a Discord, oh, Vorons, my Voron prints like shit. Vorons are shit printers. And it's like, is it the printer or the person who built the printer? Because my Voron prints fine. I know a lot of people's Vorons print fine. So how can you judge how a Voron prints? Nobody can judge how a Voron prints, because if they review a Voron, all they can review in terms of print quality is their specific Voron. Because unless you built everyone's Voron using the exact same kit, the exact same way, everyone's printer is different. James gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Thank you. So it's just one of those things that, like, it's hard to have a generic standard for a lot of stuff when there is no standard. The closest you can get is like, okay, something like a bamboo with bamboo filament with the stock bamboo profile. That is something you can compare. A Prusa Mark IV with Prusa filament and the stock Prusa profiles. That is a known standard, okay? But the moment you start looking at DIY printers, or like printers that come from some companies that you know their slicer profiles are just eyeballed, they're just whatever, half of them are the previous model slicer profile with a name change, and they're using whatever random filament they found on the shelf for their review, how do you know there's anything there that's will compare to your experience? So there is 3D printing is an imperfect science, and I'm firmly in the opinion it will always be that way. But that's just me. That's just me. Do your own thing. Will I be doing a box turtle? I will be. I will be doing a box turtle. So I got a wire trapped here that I got moved. Actually. Yep, I will be doing a box turtle. I'm basically waiting on the LDO kit to show up. And once it shows up, we will do a box turtle. Wait, how's it? Really? That slide in there? Okay, let's. Okay, that goes there. Oop, did I break something? Did I break something? Nope, we're good. There we go. Truth reviewing channel would be at a minimum always use the same brand and same color. And then the thing is though, unless somebody else uses the exact same brand filament in the exact same tests with the exact same slicer profiles on the exact same firmware, you'll never get the same result. And even humidity, like right now where I'm at, it's 23% humidity in my garage. Printers will print differently in my garage at 16 Celsius with 23% humidity than say Grant in his garage where it's 80 bazillion degrees and he's swimming around in there. So variables, there are so many variables at play when it comes to 3D printing. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of time some of these variables lead to like margin of error difference. But stacking tolerance is another thing. Take a metrology class, kids. If you ever get the chance, take a metrology class. You'll learn stuff. But yeah, stacking tolerance is definitely a thing, especially in like 3D printing and whatnot. If you don't know what stacking tolerances is, TLDR, essentially, so imagine you have 3 pieces of wood you got to put together, and it has to be exactly 9 inches long, okay? And each piece of wood, when you get it cut, you're allowed a 1/4 inch clearance, plus or minus. So in a perfect world, you put those 3 pieces of wood together, you have 9 inches of wood. Oh God, why did I say that? Okay, 9 inches of steel. You have 3 steel blocks, okay? You have 3 steel blocks. Stack them end to end, you should have 9 inches, okay? But when you send this off to be cut, the person cutting them goes, okay, I can guarantee you plus or minus 1/4 inch accuracy. And you're like, okay, well, middle of the road, that's 3 inches. So you stack your blocks up, and this is 9 inches and 3/4. Because everything within spec, this is 3 inches and 1/4. That's within spec. Plus minus 1/4 inch. But you've stacked up your tolerances, and now you have 9 inches and 3/4. You have almost 10 inches here, right? Or you have almost 8 inches, right? So like stacking tolerances is a thing. So one variable might not change too much, but when you have a lot of variables that have wiggle room, they can add up very quickly. So. I did not plan that, by the way. You guys know I like to do the, I like to lean into some jokes sometime, but that I was not planning on. That was not planned. That just kind of happened. I set myself up for that. Come on, shoot. Good old LTT screwdriver, get that screw out of there. Why aren't you sticking? Did I put the right thing in there? Did I forget to put a heat set in this? Well, one screw's enough. It's not going anywhere anyways. Okay, so that goes there. And this goes here. I think, yeah. This goes on top, yeah. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, all I'm doing right now is just fixing this because we had to change some stuff out on it because we are going with a modified version of this file that uses the Big Tree Tech doohickey. Really? M38 don't work? How is M38 too long? Come on. Oh, I got plastic bushes in the bottom, that's why. There we go. There we go. Mr. B.A. Psych. Thank you for coming a member. That'll go there, and that'll go there, and then that'll connect to that, and I think we're good there. Or actually, no, that's not what I want to do. Does that go that way? Okay, whatever. That's good enough for now. Okay, put it back together, and then we'll do the next thing I wanted to do. As soon as we have to go explain stacking tolerances to my wife. No giveaway? There is. Link in the description. Yeah, there should be. It should be in there. Yeah, we got almost 200 people entered, so the link is there. Is YouTube live updating likes? Really? Everyone hit the like button. See if the number goes up. You see the fires in CA got so hot that concrete literally exploded into dust? Yep. That's why, pro tip, if anyone does outdoorsy stuff, never, ever, ever put rocks in a fire unless you know those rocks are really dry. Because what happens is if there's moisture in the rock, or in this case concrete, and it heats up, it expands faster than the gases can get out and cause it to explode. I've seen rocks explode in a fire. It sucks. Yeah, never use river rocks. If you're gonna use rocks around a fire, make sure the rocks are like dry. Like they gotta be dry. Cause like we're talking like, it can take a while for rocks to dry out. And concrete, in an area where they're like soaking everything because of fires, there's probably some water in that concrete. It takes a while for like rocks to dry out because it can get trapped in there too, right? So, yeah. Okay, so that's that. Okay, next thing is this guy. So if you don't know what's going on with this, this is the C-bore. I'm just, these models. These are all models I printed on here that were supposed to be for the review video, but I can't use them when I have to change everything on the printer to make it work. So, which one is this? Oh, that's LDO purple. So essentially what's gonna happen is I've spoken to a fine gentleman that runs a company that makes stuff for 3D printers, accessories to make something like the Orange Storm work better. And they are gonna send over a whole new tool head worth of stuff. So I'm sick and tired of chasing gremlins on the tool head on this machine. We're going with new controller board, new tool head, new hot end, new extruder, all new stuff on this machine. So today we're just ripping the tool head off. He runs a lab. Yeah, he runs a lab. I think his name's Bob. Beekman. Beekman. His name's Beekman. No, it's Luke's lab. Luke's lab. Lexi Dragon. See, it does print good when it prints good. It just doesn't always want to print good. Okay, you can go over there for now. I'm just going to take this all out. 1 second. ANET A8 around? Yep, the ANET's right there. I have it. You want to know what I use the ANET for? You want to know why I keep the ANET around? It's for this. Ready? Behold! Printer. It's a prop. It's broken. I've cracked the frame several times already. It's an ancient acrylic frame. It's cracked. But if you've noticed it in videos where I need a generic printer, I use the ANET. So if I'm just talking about generics 3D printing stuff and I don't want to use a specific printer for it, I use the ANET as my generic 3D printer. Although the fact that I put a Prusa sticker on it, apparently the people at Prusa noticed that. And they're like, why is there a Prusa sticker on that? And I'm like, I don't know. We put it on there during the stream as a joke and it's still on there. You canceled your hotel reservation for Rocky Mountain? Oh no! If you want to talk about it, you can, but if you don't want to mention why, it's fine. That sucks. I know Rocky Mountain this year, like, put it this way, even I don't know if I'm going to Rocky Mountain this year. They got kind of screwed over this year for Rocky Mountain because the weekend that they normally do Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest is Easter weekend, and it's in the States, so everyone's religious down there, so they can't. So the only other weekend they have available is like graduation week, and it's a college town, so everything is super expensive. It's like they have no other option. Either they don't hold it or they hold it that weekend. So the price is going to be a little bit more. Is going to work with, won't be attending. Oh, that sucks. Where'd I put it? I'm thirsty and I'm looking for my gamer subs. Did I leave it inside? I did. Yeah, it's pricey. If you're wondering why it's pricey, it's because the only weekend they could hold it this year is a graduation weekend in a college town. So there's a ton of people flying in to watch their kids graduate and whatnot. So it is what it is. Are you thirsty? Buy some gamer subs. Use code Canuck. You can get a cup with a robotic T-Rex on it. Save 10% with code Canuck. So yeah, so they couldn't hold it their normal weekend because that's Easter weekend and that's a no-no. So it is what it is. I'm trying to move all this without knocking everything over. I'm just gonna put it all on the ground. One second, let me get rid of this filament. Is this, oh God, one second. Would have thought Easter when lots of people have that time off. But then, yeah, I was speaking with them and it doesn't work. They can't do Easter weekend because of it's Easter weekend. So it sucks, but it is what it is. Got a bunch of this POLYMAKER ABS and ASA. Hopefully some of it's black. I need black ASA. It's like, I don't need, I'm like, I don't care about ABS or ASA, but all of a sudden somebody reached out to me and it needs to be printed in ASA. And I'm like, ugh, and I gotta find ASA. You're just gonna, where'd I put the other one of these? Oh, it's down there. Deal with it later. Did you see the POLYMAKER giveaway the other night? I think so. Oh, on their Discord, yeah. I realized they did a giveaway after the fact because of the fact I got the email notification that people were using the affiliate link. And I'm like, I'm not complaining that a lot of people are using my affiliate link, but why? Because I didn't know that was a thing that they were doing. Now I know. Okay, I think that's it. I can unplug this. You're off. Go. Ah, there we go. Finally found a Benchy. Yeah, 3T CT3D.xyz. Okay. Now watch while I move this and try not to break the screen again. All we're doing today is just taking the tool head off. Picked up some $10 a kilogram. You can look out and find some pretty good ABS cheap every now and then. Okay, the fact that you can take the doors off on this is nice. Okay, so we've already taken off the front part. You can come out. So we're ripping and tearing on this whole thing because pretty much everything on this is coming out. So this whole tool head's coming apart essentially. What's wrong with the printer? I've been chasing gremlins in the tool head since we got the kit. I've swapped out pretty much everything on this tool head, and I've just like given up on trying to deal with it. So I'm like, you know what, screw it, the whole thing's coming out. Rip and tear, start over kind of thing. So Luke's lab is sending over a tube, whatever the heck the tool head's called, a Jupiter board, a beacon. We're putting all the bells and whistles in this machine, which will actually pair with it really nice, considering it is an all metal hot end. Or correction, this is like an all metal CNC frame printer. So it should actually pair up pretty nicely with it. Let me get out my LTT Store precision screwdriver set from lttstore.com so I can use it to undo these little itty bitty. Does LTT do affiliate links? I have no idea. I should probably reach out. I got a bunch of their contact info. Take off. That's right. Take off. Best marketing, make your store meme. Hey, it works. I mean, I have purchased multiple things from the store. Full disclosure, they have given me stuff. LTT did send me the precision screwdriver set. I do have a small screwdriver they sent me, and I did visit them. But I have, like, I purchased the commuter backpack. I needed a new backpack. I purchased the commuter backpack. I'm waiting for that to come in. So, okay, how do we take this off? What's the easiest way to take this off? Well, we can unplug you. And at least this is only updating. And here's the thing, I want to like this kit. Everything on this machine I've had zero issues with, except for the tool head. And the problem is I can't blame Seebor for it because nothing in the tool head is from Seebor. The only thing on this from Seebor is the CNC mount. And guess what? It's fine. It's fine. I have no issues with the CNC tool, the tool head mount. It's fine. The only issues I'm having on this machine are with stuff that doesn't have the Seebor branding on it. So I can't really like complain about the kit from Seebor. I can complain about the components in the kit, and I don't know which one's doing it because it's like, this is a Fadis hot end. Originally it had an SB2209 from Big Tree Check. We changed it to an LDO and iHawk. Both had issues. We had the original motor from that came with the kit. I've tried 2 other extruder motors from the kit. I've tried 2 different sets of extruder gears and a whole other extruder assembly. I've tried 2 different cartographers. I keep just getting gremlins in the system. And by gremlins, I mean 4 hours into a print, the extruder will stop extruding. Or the cartographer will throw an error or something. Like, just basically so many little things that won't let me keep the machine online. So I'm just saying, screw it. We're chucking the whole commit. Something's wrong in this. So instead of trying to figure out what's wrong in this, we are removing the entire problem. So, doobie, how it do be though? Doobie. Okay. And I gotta unscrew that from the back. I'm trying to do this without having to take the enclosure off. Also, oh yeah, and the cables too. That's another thing. Kept killing cables with this thing. I don't know if it's the drag chain that came with the kit. I made it longer so it wouldn't get as tight when it did certain moves, and it still kept doing it. So essentially, it's like I've modified so much, like nothing's original in here, and I'm still getting issues. So I'm just gonna call it it's not worth continuing dealing with it, essentially. Also, I am starving. I'm hungry. Hungry hippo. Yep. Oop, what are you? Oh, you're an end stop. Yoink. Okay, so you can go over here. We might put you back together. By the way, the Physek Trident, I might convert to a V2 at some point. The Physek Trident, for those that don't know, I have a Physek Trident that's 350 by 350 by 150 or 250. It's got no tool head on it, and it's got a bunch of broken parts. But I might convert it to a V2 at some point. I don't know for sure if I'm going to do it. I might convert it to a V2 though. We'll see. I like V2s more than Trident. Sorry, Steve. But yeah. Okay, so that's that. That's tool head off. I will leave the carriage on for now just to hold the belts in place, but that is what I wanted to do. And then let's go over here too. Make it into a tool changer. I don't know if I do a tool changer, but I might do an IDEX. I'd be tempted. Do we have a V2 IDEX? No, that's the thing. I'm either going to turn it into a V2 or a Tridex. I might turn it into a Tridex. We'll see. So that is that taken apart. The only downside is I'm hoping I don't know if I have the belts should be long enough, I'm hoping, for a takeoff tool head. They should be okay. Okay, so now I gotta put this all back over here. What are the corner brackets? They are the annex ones. I like the method of them. Not a huge fan of the skeletonized design, like aesthetically, but that's just me. Go. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to take this off because this is annoying to have while I'm doing this work. And now we got to get the VZBot out here. That thing's flipping heavy. You come over here. Okay, VZBot. You haven't moved in a while. And I haven't used it in a while because it's broken. So what happened with the VZBot? It got a lot of use last year. I actually printed a lot of the power armor on the VZBot. But I started having issues with it. And by starting to have issues, I didn't use it for a month and then it wouldn't turn on. The lights turn on when you power it up, but I get nothing. So I'm a little concerned over what died on it. We did change some stuff on it. We changed the original controller board to a Kraken, I believe. But I think the Pi died on it. I think that's what caused it to die. Is that. So now I got to figure out how to get this out. And it's going to be a nightmare because it's tight in there. Let's see here. Because the power plug's on the side of it, unfortunately. So hopefully I can... Is this one it? No, this is the power plug. Okay, that's unplugged. We're good there. Yarr. So now I got to slide it out and up. And at some point we got to get the magneto working again. Okay, so now you are garbage. You come out, just go here for now. Let me unhook the filament. Yeah, the clicky-clack doors are great. Clicky-clack doors are where it's at. Remember how I had my desk clean at one point, like a couple days ago? Okay. So... luckily for me, there really isn't a lot of, wait, this whole top hat comes off, right? Yeah, okay, 1 second. So you go there. I took the screen off of it. I got fed up with the, breaking it. So I took the screen off of it. I got to get it up on the desk. Slide you forward. So I do want to get this one back online because I actually used this a bunch until it stopped working. And this, to be fair, is my largest printer. So I do want to get this back online. I just don't know what died on it. And that's what concerns me. Is something died on this and I don't know what. Hey, one solid cube. What is clicky clack? Clicky clack is this. See how the door has a frame and it clicks and clacks? That's a clicky clack door. On a normal Voron, the door is just two panels that are magnetic. Okay, this is why I took the front screen off. Am I on? I'm on. Woo. Okay. That's heavy. Yeah, I would like to get this machine back up and running. I haven't needed it because I haven't been printing anything big, and I have other printers. So let's go ahead, plug it in and see what we get. Let's plug it in and see what we get. Cable. That's an HDMI cable. And my power cables. Here's one. There we go. Okay. So power goes in here. Okay, what do we got? Pi's on. It's flashing green. The Kraken is online. Both power supplies have light. I'm hoping it's not the Raspberry Pi dying. Everything fell. That's a little concerning. Everything was held on with VHB tape, and all the electronics are leaning forward. Okay, so the Raspberry Pi is on, but we're not, only the red light's on. There's supposed to be a green light for Wi-Fi, right? Ubiquity, Unify. Weather advisory, snowfall. Woo, cool. Your session has expired, cool. So what is connected to my Wi-Fi? Data and connection. Well, what I might do, corrupt or broken. So what I could do, I could plug in a Ethernet. Okay, so here's stats. What's connected? Site. No, how do I tell what's connected to it? Shoot. I'm trying to remember what my, how do you connect to your router? Unify. How do Unify IP address? What is my Unify IP address? Is that one? I don't know what it is. It's on my main computer, and I when I redid this, it didn't save. Like, I know it expired. Yeah, it's not connecting to. Yeah, it's not letting me connect. XFX.1. Hook up a display. Well, I don't have a display to hook up to it. Like, it's connected. Oh, here we go. Show more connected clients. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not being connected. So what I can do is connect an Ethernet cable and see what we get. Where is... Actually, I gotta have an Ethernet cable somewhere for this. Oh, I don't. Okay, shoot. Are you Ethernet? You are Ethernet, but you are very short. Yeah, so it's on, but I'm not getting any Wi-Fi. So the Pi might be dead. 0.1 for the address. So is it just 0.1? No, like I want to connect to my Ubiquiti router. My... One second. Open a browser. Oh, I gotta get off the Wi-Fi. Okay, one second. Let me go downstairs and grab it. Pi's power brick. The power brick on it is the Kraken. The Kraken is providing power to the Pi. The Kraken provides power to the Pi. One second. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna go get the IP address and a longer Ethernet cable. Okay. So longer Ethernet cable should be in here. Use it for that. Got you. Please tell me you're not connected to a printer. Okay, you're good. Okay. No, no. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. There we go. Okay. So we got that. And then hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Hear me? What is my IP address? Update available. We're going to do that later. What is my IP address? Internet, active. What is network? Back. Settings. Let me take a picture with my phone. There we go. Can I read that? Can I read that? I can. Okay. There we go. Okay. No, don't Google search it. Go to the IP address. Paste and go. There we go. Now the problem is, what's my password? Hey, screwed. Nope. 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 I don't know what my password is. I don't know what my password is. I don't know what it is. No, it's not admin. I changed it. That's the problem. It autofills. That's the problem. My computer that I normally use this for autofills. Factory. I don't want to. It's not Linksys. Is it Ubiquiti Amplify Alien? It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not admin. I don't think it's admin 1. No. Not now. I do, but it's on my other computer that has all this stuff. Let me go check upstairs. I'll be back. In the meantime, let's see. Stupid plate is in the way. Okay, let me Let me take off the high voltage protections on this, so I can actually get at stuff. There's like a little cover plate on the back here that prevents me from plugging stuff in. Because the thing is, all the lights are on. I'm getting all the lights. The only thing I'm not getting is on the Raspberry Pi. There is no whatchamacallit, LED. The LED is not turning on for the Wi-Fi. Like the green LED isn't on. The red LED is on, but the green one is not. So let's see if I just plug in Ethernet, if we get something. Plug in Ethernet. Let's see what we get. Now the lights are on, so the Ethernet lights are on. Green LED is disk access. Oh. Okay, let's see. Unify. Show connected clients. We got Tallboy, Bruce Mark IV, Toasty Boy, Bobcat. That's all we got right now. Let me go get my password for this. 1 second. I'll be back. While I'm gone, Apulo's in charge. Don't break anything. While I'm gone, Apulo's in charge. What is my password? What is my password? Computer and... Yeah, but how do I use save password? Manage passwords. Okay. Oh, that's the password? Really? Okay. 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 That's the password. What was it? Oh, wow, it is snowing. It is snowing. Here, move, buddy. Move. Yeah, move. Move, little guy. Haha. This is the first time I've been able to make a snowball all year. This is the first time I've been able... Ah! Okay, well. Okay, let's get back to working on mains electronics. Let's see me type in my password. Haha, no. Save. There we go, we're in. Okay. System. Okay, so do we have this connected? Shop PC, which is this guy, Prusa Mark IV, VX1, Mirthful Bobcat, Site. What is Site? Don't think that's it. No, that's not it. Okay. Toasty Boy, Tall Boy, Tower, Site B, that. Yeah, it's not showing up in the network. That is a little concerning to me. That is a little concerning to me. Take the SD card on Pi and plug it into your PC. So can you pull a config off a Raspberry Pi? Can you pull a config off a Raspberry Pi? SD card? Forgot how long it takes the caps on that thing to... I have an SD card reader out here. I should. Yeah, I do. Right here. New Pi and see if it works. I mean, I could do that right now. Pi 3A, sure, that'll work. Pi 3A. Or no, let me do a full-size Pi. I've got like 5 Pis here. Remember when we didn't have Pis? Here's a Pi, here's a Pi, here's a Pi 0. Another Pi 0, and I've got like 3 downstairs. Remember when we didn't have Pis? Okay, so this is a Pi 4B. Plug that in. I need power. Do I have a dongle? I've got to have a dongle. I need a dongle. I gotta have a dongle somewhere. Oh, wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? U and USB cable. I need an USB cable. Somebody give me an USB cable. USB-C. Aha, right here. USB-C. 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 There we go. Behold, a laptop. Okay. So we'll see what happens here. Red light on. Here, let me do this so you guys can see. I've just got the red light on. Where is my... Oh, there's the SD card reader. 1 second. Wondering where it went. Here. The fact that it is not flashing at all is just red light. That's it. Yeah, the SD card's not flashing. Like here, watch. So we'll unplug it. It flashes, it's on right now. Turned off. Flashed a little bit, it's on. It turned off. And now it's off. Now it's off. So I think the SD card died. I think the SD card died. So it's a bad SD card. Yeah, bad SD card. So the question is, can you pull a configuration off the SD card? Because I don't have the config for this saved. Oop. Close that. Problem with the drive, scan and fix. Pair drive. I think it's dead, Jim. I can hear it go do-do, 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 do-do. You can't. Yeah, it just keeps doing this. It just keeps doing this. Mount the SD card in a Unix system. Do I look like the girl from Jurassic Park? I don't have a Unix system. So the SD card's dead. So that means to get this machine working again, I have to rebuild the entire config and everything from scratch. I mean, I'm in the card. Like it does show up here. So how do I pull it? Where's, like, here's the thing, like, there's no config. That's why we have backup. The problem is we changed everything on here and then I didn't do anything with it. That's just the boot partition. The partition needs to be mounted from Unix. That's just, yeah. I mean, according to Windows, it's repaired. It's dead, Jim. I can use a working Pi to poke at it. Yeah, Linux box and no chat. Yeah, we're not doing this with chat. We're not doing this with chat. No. I have some sanity that I would like to keep. Stock config. Do they have a stock config for the Kraken? That's the thing. Do they have a stock config for the Kraken? Plug the card into another Pi through USB. I mean, I could do that, but then how do I get at it? It's really not that bad. I tried it. This is a different Pi. This is a different Pi. So let's see here. Let me pull up the Discord. Search Kraken. Wait, okay, let me see. Has embedded file config. Let me see if I shared it with anyone. Oh God, Discord search is just weird. You're a 3D. Okay, has link embedder file config. Config. I'm pretty sure I shared it at some point on Discord. I just don't know where. No, I didn't. Okay, posted the link to the default Kraken config. I know, but is there a VZBot config for the Kraken? No, I know there's Kraken configs, but I need a Kraken config for a VZBot. That's the thing. I had one. This had originally a different board in it, and then we changed it to a Kraken. So I took the original config and I changed all the pins to make it compatible with the Kraken. But then that's it. I never went anywhere further than that. So I would have to basically remake the entire config from scratch. You can create a working SD card for the Pi on the desk with Raspberry Pi OS and then GUI. Then when you plug the printer card in via USB, it'll auto mount like Windows would. We could do that. So then I would have to plug it into a screen though. Wait a minute. Yeah, I could do that. Try the what is the EXT reader? What is the EXT reader? Freeware for Windows. Linux reader. Is this it? Oh, Apulo linked me something. Okay, well, Apulo linked me something. I trust Apulo. So we will try this. Reject all. Get it free? Do I have a Steam Deck? I do have a Steam Deck, but it's upstairs and I think the battery's dead because I was using it a while ago and I think I killed the battery on it. Okay, Linux reader. The last time I downloaded something, it killed my computer, so this better be good. That will mount the SD card. Okay, agree, install. Frustrating for you. You know what's more frustrating? You know what frustrates me more than anything while I'm trying to do this. When people just go hog wild and start gifting memberships, that drives me insane. Okay, okay, so if we're gonna do a call, I'm not gonna do it on stream. I'm not gonna do a call on stream. So plug this in. Cat Herder Cam, get the 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. Okay, we plug this in. I think, no, 32 gig. It's one of these. Is this it? What's going on here? It is just, okay. Let me unplug everything. Okay. Everything's unplugged. Okay. Close the program. Yes, I want to close the program. Okay. Bravo, gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. Okay. So we open this. Oh wait, no. Where'd the program go? Disk internal reader. There we go. Yes. Lee Smith Workshop gifted 1 community membership. See, I'm trying to work here and you're all just gifting community memberships. So I have to talk to you and thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting the channel, the content I create, and the things I do. Okay, it's plugged in. Come on. I can hear it doing stuff. Oh. Can you guys hear it doing the doo-doo? Doo-doo. Okay, let's... It was... No, okay, let's try plugging into the computer. Let's try the computer. Oh wait, no, I can't do that because that unplugs the stupid mouse. What about you? That's the mouse. Okay. Come on. Okay, let's try a different reader then. Multiple different SD card readers here. Let's try this one. What are you doing? Come on. Can you hear it? It's doing doo-doo, doo-doo. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Try Balana Etcher and clone the card. Can you clone a card with Balana Etcher? Do I have Balana Etcher? Balana. Oh, it doesn't help if I have the stupid keyboard unplugged. Okay. Let's try this. No, I don't have Balana Etcher. Okay, let me install Balana Etcher, see if I can clone the card. We're gonna need Balana Etcher anyways. Download Etcher. Yeah, it's going to do. So I'm going to try plugging it into the actual computer and trying, because the problem, I'm plugging it into also a hub, right? I'm not plugging it into the computer directly. So let me install Balana Etcher here. So what we'll try is, if we can get Balana Etcher to clone it, we'll clone it. And then we'll go from there. And if cloning it doesn't work, then we will make a... we'll try a bunch of stuff. Okay, so Balana Etcher's installed. Okay, so let me go plug this in the computer. Plug that SD card that I'm not using. Plug you in. Oh, okay, it made a noise. Okay. Oh, okay, it's booting. Okay. So I want this one. Open. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Create image. Mount to drive. Okay, mount to drive letter. Mount to disk letter. Well, what's the point if I can't save it? What's the point if I can't save it? There's no point if I can't save it. You can view and copy paste. Oh, just copy it. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll put it to H for high. Okay. Mount. There's nothing. Desktop. Nothing. Let's try. Let's actually want to amount. Yep. Okay. Let's try Balana Etcher. Let's try cloning it and seeing if that can save it. Let me get a fresh SD card here. This is a PNY SD card, fresh out of the pack. So we're going to try cloning it. Okay. Clone drive. So this is the first one. Select one. And then the second one, let me plug it in here. Let me plug this in the back of the computer as well. It's being wonky. What do you mean too small? What do you mean too small? They're both 32 gigs. Damn it. Really? Warning that maybe dangerous. Format it. Okay. Still saying too small. Still saying too small. What the hell? Do I have a bigger one? It's 8 gigs. I gotta have a 64 gig one. I got a Bugio. I've got a 16. Let me try. Nope. Dang it. Yeah, they're all 32 gig. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to cut my losses and start from scratch. I think we're just gonna have to cut my losses and start from scratch. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut my losses, start from scratch. It's dead. I'm calling it dead. SD card died. We're gonna start from scratch. Oh, there we go. It's dead, Jim. It's dead, Jim. We will start from scratch with the Pi imager and do some CHOW. And if I manage to find the config between now and then, like, we're gonna have to do what I'm gonna do right now anyways. We gotta reinstall Clipper on this and everything. So RPI imager. Download for Windows. What I'll do is after the stream ends, I'll go to my computer room and I'll just grab my Steam Deck and see if I can read it off the Steam Deck. Auto backup. I have most of my configs backed up. I just didn't have this one because it just got lost. The problem is I have so many different machines and they all have different systems, and I've reinstalled Wi-Fi over the years and whatnot. So it's like just a whole bunch of random stuff here and there. Other OS Lite 32-bit. Okay. Choose device. What? OS Lite. I just make sure my Wi-Fi is good. I got set host name. We are going to call this VZBot 330. Set username and password. Configure Wi-Fi. Okay, what? Country is Canada A. Canada. Save. Yes. Oh, no. Next. It's not my password. Yes. Yes. There we go. This kind of sucks, but well, now we have something to do on the next stream we do, because I don't know about you, I'm not taking this off this bench until it's ready to go, because there is no way I'm putting this down and then putting it back up, because it's heavy as shit. So this is going to live on here until we fix it. Although I'm going to have to drill some holes in here or something, because the entire everything fell. The controller and everything are on a DIN rail that is VHB to the aluminum frame, the aluminum panel on the back. You know how it got really hot in my garage over the summer? I think we cooked the pie and the VHB went. So. The magneto windows, they're spalling. It's not like it's not like they're broken, but it's acrylic and they all spalled on me. A ceiling crane? I wish. I wish. We're getting our once a year snowed up. Yep, I was just outside, Josh. It's snowing for the first time. Little guy's happy. This is like the first time I'll be able to take him tobogganing. So. Alcohol can do it. I don't think alcohol did it, but what I think happened is I think I cleaned the bed with alcohol while it was still hot and the fumes did it. Also, get baby wipes. I have like a box of these still because we have a kid, but literally just keep a thing of baby wipes in your printer room. They're super handy. You'll end up using them for stuff. But I do want to get this working again because I really like this printer. It went down on me and I just didn't need to get it up and running that urgently because I didn't really need it. But now that I'm like I'm going to have to reprint some stuff for the power armor and whatnot. It's like, I kind of want my big printer back. How's it smell when it warms up? How's what smell? Just gone to my garage and the Mercury has hung mid-print. Oh no! On Seabor, a printer to me in 2017 in the MCU and weak drive. Well, yeah. I'm really not happy about this. I really don't want to have to. I mean, to be fair, it's not that hard to rebuild it all. Because essentially all you do is you load the default config in. And then you just go through and you just change all the pins. We've done it once already. It's not rocket appliances here. It's just more, I'm gonna have to figure out which end stops are plugged into which port and whatnot. It's been a while. Okay, so that's done. So now I can take that SD card out and plug it into the printer. So we'll get CHOW set up and then we'll call it. So, or we'll get Clipper installed on this and then we'll move on with our lives to other bigger, more important things. But first I'm going to try and fix this because this is going to be a little, I don't like the fact that it's drooping so much. VZBot tape. I got the VZBot tape. Hello from Germany. Guten Morgen, or Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Spreche die Deutsch. Guten Abend. It is funny when I look at the chart of like my viewership and who comes from where. It's literally number 1 is America. Number 2 is Germany. Or no, actually it switches. Some depends on the video. Some videos it's number 2 is Canada. And then it's like Germany. Germany's always up there. You Germans and you love of technical stuff. I hate peeling VHB by hand, but I have to because I have to put it in a slot. There we go. Okay, 1 second. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to fix something. Ow, I just stabbed myself. Okay, you go there. I love 3D printing and watching here. Actually, okay, I'm breaking my no politics rule. I got a quick question for the Germans, just because I've been doing a bunch of Twitter stuff lately with the social medias. That AFD party, it has no chance, right? Is it like you guys do? You have ranked choice voting, right? Just like to get the opinion of some actual Germans on that whole thing. 21%. Yeah, but 21% isn't, you know, here in Canada, we have our own, you know, party that's that way. And they poll like 10 to 15, but they never win any seats. That's the thing. They have to win seats and they never win seats. In the East. Yeah, but they don't have any actual chance of forming a government, right? It just wants to mess things. Yeah, they don't have any actual chance of forming a government, right? It's mostly just shit kicking kind of thing, just being annoying. Because, yeah, just curious. For stuff like that, I do like getting the opinion of actual people instead of, you know, random internet, what the internet says kind of thing. I trust people that I interact with for stuff like that. It's like printers. It's like whenever I need to know about a printer that I don't have any direct experience with, I reach out to people I know. Okay, so we turn it on and see if it connects to the Wi-Fi. And not alone, but strong opposition. Okay, so like best case scenario, they form like a minority government and they have to form a coalition type thing. Okay, that's not, it's not too bad, I guess. Okay. Okay, back to normal stuff. I got the printer back together. And, oh, hey, the green light's flashing, but it's got to like decompress, so we got to let it do its thing for a bit. Smaller internet. Yeah, but sometimes it's better to actually get the direct opinion of an average person than it is to like thing. Here for now. Which Pi do I even have in here? This is a Pi 4B. How much RAM is it? Do they silkscreen on how much RAM is in a Pi? I can never remember if they do. RPI 4B. I thought they were supposed to silkscreen on how much RAM a Pi has. Well, I guess they don't. Okay, so now I gotta wait for it to connect to the Wi-Fi. Takes a couple minutes for it to unpack, right? For the first boot up. I know what Pi 5 does, but here's the thing. If I still have printers that are running Pi 3s and have no issue, why do I need a Pi 5? Like, literally, there's no point. Like, the only advantage of putting Pi 5 is, like, the fact that you can put a hat on it for an NVMe drive. Did I build a new printer? No. This is the printer that's been down here, but the SD card fried on it, and I didn't have a backup, so I've just kind of, like, ignored it for, like, almost a year. And I want to get it back online because I want to print some stuff. So we got to get it back online. And I am going to insulate it too. I'm going to wrap. I've got some of this stuff still. So I'm going to insulate this and put some lights in it and a camera. Because I really like this printer. I just got to get it working again. Because this one actually has a beacon in it too. And I want to try the beacon tap. So, got some work to do. This is like one of the little projects I want to do over the next year is get this guy back online. Or get this tuned up. I need to start consolidating printers. I'm going to say it right now. I have too many flipping printers. I'm going to start consolidating stuff and basically try and get down to like a less amount of more built up printers than a lot of basic printers. I have a whole room of printers I got to get away, but I got to figure out how to do that. And I don't live where a lot of people live. It's not like I'm Joel, where I could just go down to like the local Dick's or Starbucks in Seattle and go like, hey, who wants a printer? And like 20 people show up. Wife might hear. I mean, it's my job. I'm allowed to have a bunch of printers. That's how it works. I'm allowed to have a bunch of printers. It's my job. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drill a hole in here. This is not holding this VHP. The Kraken is too heavy. The Kraken is too heavy. I got to drill some holes in this and put some screws and nuts, I think. But it's not connecting. I don't see it on my Wi-Fi. What is it? VZBot 330.local. Go with Toronto with the trailer. Well, normally I bring a bunch of printers to Murph, because Murph is a relatively short drive for me. But there is a chance of there being actually there'd be two events in this year, because Rapid this year is in Detroit. So Rapid TCT this year is in Detroit. And there is also there might be a RepRap type show in Detroit later this year. So if that happens, I'm going to bring printers to give away for that. Newer printers are, oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, then again, let's be honest, other than the Prusas, all the printers I use are DIY. Like literally, other than the Prusas, like I don't use my Bamboo. My P1 hasn't been turned on in like 2 years. I haven't printed anything on the P1. I did the video where I put the Panda Touch on it. I literally took it out of storage, put the Panda Touch on it, did like one print or whatever on the video or the stream that we did that, and then that printer went right back into storage. Okay. Still not showing up on my network. The SD card is flashing. The green light's flashing. So why aren't you showing up on my network? Why aren't you showing up on my network? Okay. Ping, boom, boom. VZBot.local. Why are you not showing up? Let me just plug in the Ethernet and then we'll just set up the Wi-Fi via Ethernet. Anyone know what the command is to set up Wi-Fi on a Raspberry Pi via Ethernet? Like there's a, I know there's like a whatchamacallit command. Like setup command. Oh, something just popped up. Yep, there it is. Okay. Wrong SSID. That's what I'm thinking, because it just showed up on here, and I think it's connected via Ethernet. Oh, Raspberry config. Yeah, it's what is it? Raspberry.sudo. Raspberry-config. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Haha! We are talking. We are talking. Okay. SSH pi at VZBot 330 local. No. I screwed up. I forgot to enable SSH in the when we flashed the SD card. Shit. I forgot to enable SSH when I flashed the SD card. There's a setting you have to enable. Shit. Ah! I forgot to do that. Stupid. Stupid. Guess what? Pi and Raspberry, because they're all Pi and Raspberry here. If you're running your printers at home, it's not a huge deal. But if you are ever setting up a printer with Clipper and you are planning to bring this printer to events or have it anywhere where the public has accessibility to it, so basically it's not being run on your home network, do not run Pi Raspberry as your config, as your password, because that means anyone can pretty much get in your printer and start mucking stuff up. So if you're gonna do anything different, yeah. save. Would you like to apply? Yes. Yes. So. Yeah, you need to change the combination on your luggage now. Don't forget, we do have a spool of filament to give away at the end of stream. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance, because we are going to be doing the giveaway at the end of stream at 5 o'clock. I need to eat. I am absolutely starving. I will say, on the bright side, since I don't count the first week, because the thing is, the first week of the new year doesn't really count, like if you're on a diet, because you lose, like, right off the bat, the moment you start eating a little bit healthier, you lose bloat and water weight right away. But technically, since the start of the year, I'm down 6 pounds. So, now, so far this week, after I lost that initial bloat, I'm only down 2.5 pounds. But error, right, wait, what? Okay, we're not going to use this SD card. We're not going to use that SD card. 3 of that water. So the plan is that you want to know why I'm losing weight. You ready? You ready? Is it to be healthier? No, it's not to be healthier. Is it so I can live longer? No, I can't afford that shit. Nobody wants to live longer. It costs too much money. You want to know why? You want to know the real reason why I want to lose some weight? It's so I don't have to change the scaling on the chest piece for the power armor I'm making. If I can lose about 20 pounds between now and the middle of the year, this will fit me. Big brain. Always. There we go. Yes. Yes. There we go. Gotta get that bikini bod. What bikini bod? Yeah. Oh, Ditto got it. Yeah, to fit in the power armor. 2.5 pounds is a lot of weight. Well, it works when you're eating less than 2,000 calories a day. Like yesterday for lunch, I had 3 pieces. Okay, like a piece in it. So like, you know, the full piece of bacon. When I open a pack of bacon, I just cut the pack in half and then I pull out. So 1.5 pieces of bacon, 2 eggs, and a cup of hash browns. So that's like under 500 calories roughly. That was my lunch. I didn't eat breakfast. For breakfast, I had a cup of coffee. I do use creamer, sue me, but no sugar. And then for dinner, I had a bowl of chicken carbonara that I made myself. And that's it. That's all I had to eat yesterday. And a bunch of gamer subs. I chugged that shit like water. Buy gamer subs, code Canuck. Save 10% on your order. So essentially, I'm crash dieting. I know you're not supposed to, but that's what I'm doing. What I do is I'll do a couple days of that, and then I'll have like, not a cheat day, but a day where I just eat like 2,000 calories. That's usually what I do. I did that last time. Years ago, this was before I started the YouTube channel, before COVID. When we had the little guy, so this was 2018, okay? So in 2018, when we had the little guy, he was born in March. By the end of the year, I had ballooned up to 210. So for the longest time, I weighed 160. And then when I was 20, I joined the army and I went up to about 175. And I held that for quite a while. 175, not in the, like, I wasn't ripped or anything, but I was in okay shape and I held 175 for pretty long. Then I got an office job and I started putting on weight, but then I got a job working in the trade and I lost that weight. So I was about 175 for quite a while. And then like I got a supervisor job at the shop and then we had the little guy and I basically went up to like 210 that year because we were eating out all the time. We were eating fast food, quick, easy to eat food. Like I was like 210. And then I was like, weighed myself on the scale the new year, coming back from Christmas vacation at work. And I weighed myself on the shipping scale at work, and it's like 210. And I was like, oh, hell no, we ain't doing this. And between then and the middle of summer, I had dropped down to 170. I had dropped to 170. So and I held that for the rest of the year. So for all of like 2019, I was 170 again. It was great. And then COVID hit, and it just started. So I've been sitting at around 185 to 195 back and forth for the past like 3 years. And I want to get back down to that 170 now. So, okay, so that's that. And it's not super hard. It just requires you to not snack. It's very easy to like, especially me, because I'm a night owl. I don't go to bed till like 1 or 2 in the morning. It's very easy to just snack all night. So I gotta stop doing that. Do I use Orca Slicer? Show me the speed settings. Martin, for the most part, I just use defaults. Because I have multiple different printers that are slightly different, I just run the default Voron settings on pretty much all my Vorons. I have enough printers where I don't care about how fast my printer goes. I just run them at stock, and for the most part, you're fine. Not snacking, yeah. Calorie count, yeah. That's the easiest way. Like I've done it where I lost like a good 35 pounds in 6 months, and all I did was calorie count. All I did was just calorie count. That's it. Just calorie count. Hey, we're at the mall. We're gonna get lunch at the mall. Okay, instead of getting a combo, I'll just get a hamburger. I won't get the combo. I'll just get the hamburger, and I'll steal the little. Actually, what I do is at A&W, I get the kids menu. I get the kids meal at A&W, because usually we go out once a week to the mall just to go, like just to get out. Like, I don't shop a lot. Anytime I do shop, it's online. But I like to get out once a week just to go do stuff. So like usually on the weekend we'll go to the mall and have lunch or something. And it's like, I'll just get like the A&W kids burger combo. There you go, 600 calories. There you go, easy. Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper. You want to know what's bomb? Diet Dr. Pepper is bomb. Not drinking. True. The problem is I don't drink. I do other stuff. And that makes you hungry. But it's actually not too bad. I just drink a lot. Gamer subs. Okay. Please actually connect to the Wi-Fi finally. Please connect to the Wi-Fi. Are you still unpacking? No, it's still unpacking. Yeah, Griffin, same. I mean, it's not like I have a machine that makes chocolate that I can make my own stuff with. It's not like I can do that. Yeah, this is my current vice. This is my one I give me. Dr. Pepper Zero. Zero sugar. Ho ho ho, boisson gazole. Num num num, boisson gazole. But yeah, that's my go-to. I have one of those a day. Coffee in the morning, water or Gamer Sups, and then that, because Gamer Sups is zero sugar. So, see, I don't know how long is it supposed to take for it to unpack. That's the thing. I'm always like, is it unpacking or is it not unpacking? Is the dad drink? I'm 37 this year and I'm a dad, so yes, it's a dad drink. Drink a lot of coffee. I make a pot in the morning, and then I'll usually have 2 cups out of it. So, what is sweeter? Aspartame. Here's the thing you need to think about. Yes, is aspartame great for you? Hell no. But is it better for you than sugar? That's the thing a lot of people don't like think about when they're like, well, this is bad for you too. Yes, it's bad for you. But is it, have somebody who drinks nothing but like a case of regular Coke a day, and somebody who drinks a case of Diet Coke a day, who do you think is going to have more health issues? It's not that you're now living a perfect life. by going with the sugar-free alternative, you're just not as bad. That's kind of like the way I judge things. It's like, yes, nothing's perfect for you. Eat nothing but lean meats, grains, and like berries and nuts and water. Yeah, no, that life sucks and your farts stink. Like, no, have some fun in your life. What's the point of living if you're not having fun? Enjoy some vices. People who live their life without a vice are boring. Okay, I'm just gonna plug the Ethernet in because it's not wanting to. Wi-Fi is not wanting to. Wi-Fi. Go gadget Ethernet. Watch, it's gonna pop up right away. There we go. Yes. Password. We're in. raspi.config. Sudo raspi.config. We're in. System options, wireless LAN. What is the password again? There was an error. Why does it do this? Why is this a thing now? This happened before and I don't know why. System, wireless LAN. No network with SSIDs. Like, what do you mean? Country settings. Where is country settings under? Localization options. Which CA? Nope, still doing that. Still doing that. Nope, still doing that. Why is this doing this again? This happened before. And I don't know why. We did set it up. We went to system, localization, WLAN, it's set for Canada. We set it for Canada. Yeah, we ran a command in the terminal and I can't remember what it was. I don't know why it's doing this. Like, this has been an ongoing thing with the Wi-Fi lately and I don't know why. Update your system. Yeah, let me try rebooting. Let's try rebooting because I did set it up in the stupid configurator. So let me unplug the Ethernet, turn it off, and then turn it back on. Okay, turn it back on. Let's see what we get. It's a Pi 4B. Pi 4B. Oop. Oh. We're in. Wi-Fi's working. Yeah, I just had to reboot it. Just had to reboot it. Wi-Fi's working now. Okay. Yeah. Did you try turning it off and on again? No. But now it works. Actually, it probably would have worked right off the bat if I just turned it off and turned it on, because I did set it up correctly in the thingamajig. You just have to like boot it up, let it boot for a bit, turn off, turn on, and then it works. So. What happened with the Benchy? Watch the beginning of the stream, Ditto. We're almost done the stream. In like 7 minutes, we're going to do the giveaway. What I'll do is off stream, I'll get Clipper all set up, and then on the next stream, we'll get it up and running. Would you like to try CHOW V6? No. I'd rather not. Install Clipper Python 1 instance. After doing anything in Raspberry. Yeah. So I'm wondering if, because I set it up with the flash image, you have to let it boot up, let it boot, and then turn it off, turn it on, and then the Wi-Fi connects. I know this has been a thing with the Wi-Fi. Every time, it's funny, the next time I go to install Clipper on something, I'll forget about all this and we'll go through this all again. This happens every freaking time. Did you see my message about watching your previous stream? Did you DM me on Discord about it, or was it in chat? Who added me in G-chat? Oh, geez. Oh, that's Lavore on Discord. Bury image it. Wouldn't happen again. Well, I'm going to make a backup this time. Because I like this printer. I actually do like this printer quite a bit. I just want to get it back up and running now. I mean, it's got a pretty Gucci extruder. It's got the high flow long schlong, or whatever the heck it's properly called now. Hot end. Like, it's a nice setup. CPAP cooling. So, GitHub automatically. Joke's on you. I have no clue how to use GitHub. What is this GitHub you speak of? I am not a Git. Why would I need a hub? Git bash. What is this git bash you speak of? I'm having fun. Because, I mean, watching Clipper do Clipper stuff is fun. And yes, I know you can, there are pre-made images for Clipper, but I kind of like building it from scratch every time because that makes sure you get the... Dang it! How did I lose 3 subscribers today? I'm pretty excited to build my Voron. I have all the printed parts and most of it. That being said, if the community is as gatekeeper as you are, what? What even is a Voron? Yeah, whatever. No point arguing with people who don't understand what I talk about. Not a fan of GitHub, needs to commit. Yeah, GitHub is just weird. Admiral Adama. Don't worry about it. And also, Admiral Adama, I'm pretty sure you're watching the stream way... Or no, maybe not delayed. I don't know. I made a video a while back called What Even Is a Voron? It came out around the time of like the whatchamacallit. The SV08. I made a video like, what is a Voron? Because if you don't know, when the SV08 first came out, they were basically using a lot of branding to say like, oh, it's a Voron, you can buy. And I'm like, it's not a Voron. It's not. So I made a video explaining that. And people are like, oh, you're being a gatekeeping. And I'm like, I'm not even going to bother with it. I'm not even going to bother with it. If you build a Voron, buy Voron, it's a Voron. If you buy a off-the-shelf flying gantry Core XY, it's not a Voron. Well, what makes a Voron is simply it's a open source based machine that you have full control over everything in it. There we go. Off the shelf makes it a Voron. Well, no. Well, okay. Using, not even anymore. Like, that's a Voron. I mean, I call it a Seabor Voron. I wouldn't call this a true Voron because this is the problem. There's so many mods out there. What is this anymore? This is a Voron, but it doesn't follow the Voron design ethos of being designed with consumer off-the-shelf parts only. This has custom machine components in it. But it's still a Voron printer. It's just not a Voron design Voron. It's a Seabor Trident. That's why I've started calling machines like this the Voron name of the printer, but the manufacturer name. So this is a Seabor Trident, not a Voron Trident. It's still under the family of Vorons, but so much has been changed on here, it's now more a Seabor machine than a Voron design machine. So. Sure. Oop, I gotta hit the... Actually, yes. I was saying, you want to hear something amazing? My wife says I should buy an XL. Your wife's very smart. You should buy an XL. Install Moonraker. Yes. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I will give you guys like 2 minutes because I didn't remind you. You have like 1 or 2 minutes to enter for your draw. Every stream we give away a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. The link is in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. Do this now. Do it now. Go enter now. Because at 5:02, it's 5:01 right now. behind newest sub. It's 5:01. You got 1 minute. Go enter, quick. XL is what I want. Core 1 is what I can afford. Hey, I've seen a Core 1 in person. I can't wait to get my hands on one. It looks like it'll be an extremely solid printer. The Gloop I'm building. Yeah, the Gloop V2 is a 300. The Gloop V2 is a 300. Core 1 XL. The thing is with the Core 1, the reason the Core 1 is at the price point it is because it shares so much part commonality with the Mark IV, and they've already optimized the component sourcing for the Mark IV. So because they are reusing so much stuff from the Mark IV in terms of like hardware, in terms of like bearings, bed, rods, rails, stuff like that, if they were to make a Core 1 that was as big as like an XL, they would have to start sourcing pretty much all new components. They would need like all new bed, all new this, all new that. Because the thing is, there's no point in making a XL size Core 1 because that's just the Core 1 with one tool head. So they would have to get all, like if they would have to make it a mid-size printer, so like a 300, and it will like, it's just, the economics of it get hit pretty hard. The price would be much more than you think, unfortunately. That part kind of sucks. Let's do main sale. So we're gonna do the giveaway whenever main sale finishes installing. So whenever main sale finishes installing, we'll do the giveaway. Box turtle on a way. I think it's on its way. Whenever it shows up, I'm building it. Simple as that. Okay, we're done. So what I'm gonna do now is, I think that's all that. So we got Clipper, Moonraker, main sale. I'm not gonna bother with Clipper screen. Not gonna bother Octoprint. I think we're good there. Okay. So that's all that. Let's do this giveaway. Published. No more responses. Save. Link to sheet. Create. And then don't forget, there was a new video today. Or yesterday, or Thursday. No, today's Friday. Today's Friday. Internal schedule screwed up. So if you haven't seen the video yet, go watch it. It's a fun video. I had a lot of fun making it, and it's not doing too good, and I kind of hoping it turns around, because I'm actually a little disappointed it's not doing as good. I had fun making it. So go watch it. Share it with your friends. Or if it's not your thing, just put it on a second monitor and let it play. Okay. Erase. Add names. Clear. Open. Names. 372. Let's go with Tundra Tumble, because it's snowing out. 372. Bots play. Okay, so how this works, if you win, oh wait, there we go, hide the names. If you win, you get a spool of filament from POLYMAKER, but if I pick your name and you also win, you also get a free hat off the merch store. So good luck to this person right here, this one ball right in the middle of my screen. That is Ken? Is that Ken? Ken E. Ken E. If you win, you also get a free hat. Good luck. Remember, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes you go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you like the smash button, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. It greases your ball up to go even faster. Or you could be like these other people that are already falling off the course. One second, let me move my... Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go over here. Who keeps falling? Quit falling. My feet are so cold. I'm wearing boots. Like I'm wearing my boots because I knew it'd be cold out here. It has warmed up. It's 17 degrees Celsius, but there's so much cold in the floor because it's just a concrete floor. I got to get a thicker mat to stand on. What are all you people doing? Oh, there is no side here. That's why. Like, why are you all falling off? Alex Marsh, it's been 4 months with my SV08, and I think I'm really ready to admit I should have bought something else and built a Voron after. Ooh, what issues have you been having with it? Please let me know what issues you've been having with it. Because here's the thing, I've had, Saval has sent me their two SV06 printers, the SV06 and the SV06 Max, and I liked them, but I never put a ton of hours on them. And I got a lot of feedback from people that had them for a while, or they bought them like months after I did the video and they just did not hold up. Pop away, congratulations on winning. You will get yourself a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament. So golf claps in chat for pop away. Okay, so let's end this here. Mouse, where'd my mouse go? There it is. Okay, confirm. The extruder ate itself. The bed has all the rigidity of a tortilla. It's incapable of holding Z offset. Yeah. Okay. Also, apparently, I saw that I didn't watch it, but somebody who did inform me that apparently they are renaming they're making a Saval Mini, which was basically their version of a V0. And they've renamed the printer to the Saval Zero. That's not going to be confusing. My biggest pet peeve are people who design their own thing, but give it the name of something that already exists. This was a thing a while ago where somebody designed a Voron V2.4 or 2.5 or 2.2 when we were on an iteration of the Voron. And then somebody came out with their own machine and they called it the Voron 2. Whatever, like 1UP. And we're all like, dude, what the hell? He's like, well, essentially nobody, like, I think it's still out there, but nobody built it because all it was just a Voron with a bunch of shitty mods on it. But it's like, we have an established naming nomenclature and you're just kind of throwing your thing in there without consulting anyone and your fucking thing's out. Sorry for the French. But it's like, now if we come out with a 2.5, now there are two Voron 2.5s. Which one's which? It just, you made your own thing, call it your own thing. Take pride in your thing. Don't latch it on something else. But anyways, we're going to call it there because I am starving. I'm going to go make hamburger helper, I think. Hope you enjoyed the stream today. A little bit of a grab bag stream. Remember, tomorrow, odds are there's not going to be an 8 p.m. stream because tomorrow at noon, I'm on a stream with 1440 makers. I will be doing @everyone's in the Discord and whatnot on all the socials and whatnot for that. But I'm going to be taking part in a charity stream Saturday and Sunday this weekend. So some of you get to watch 4 streams in a row. Woo! So yeah, so that will be this weekend. Shout out to Papa there for winning the spool of filament from POLYMAKER. Always good to have POLYMAKER support on the stream. Check them out. Links in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. Other links like the Gamer Subs link, use code Canuck, save 10% off your order. And for everyone that donated to the channel, gift the memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. Send me a message on Discord. Okay. What time? Noon EST, I believe, is my segment. The stream's like an all-day stream, and there's different segments, and I'm only in one segment on the Saturday and one segment on the Sunday. So we're calling it there. I'm going to go make some din-din. I'm hungry, and then we're going to go play in the snow. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. Bye. Go watch the video if you haven't yet.